is enough, that every law enforcement partner that we have here in the city of Philadelphia is actively engaged and working together to ensure that every resource that is needed is readily available so that the work can be done to solve the crimes. Now, this is what's extremely important to me as mayor of this city, that enough is enough.
No, I think it was more to it on the other side, other slide.
Oh,
I think
my bad.
Of
yeah.
Philadelphia is actively engaged and working to.
And that's pretty much it. Go ahead, Akin. Dive in.
So, hold on. Fellas, everybody who's here, I'm old. PhD, I'm an old man. I remember coming to New York when Robert Giuliani was mayor and Stop and Frisk was there. Say what you want to say it. Some people got racially profiled. Some people got stopped, even white and black. But the city was safe. We're now in an epidemic across the United States where crime has run rampant. If I want to have kids in this world, I need it to be safe. I don't care how strict they is. If I ain't doing nothing bad, nobody gonna take me to jail. Yes, thank you. Rudy Giuliani. You know I'm Southern and I'm Caribbean. I forget stuff. I might not pronounce the man's name right. We need strict law enforcement. We need dictator-like situations to handle these type of things that's going on. People who pay taxes and money need to feel safe. Things are even here in Miami. Things we're not as bad as what we used to be. There's still some things that needs to be clear up. Miami police not playing here either too. But places like Philadelphia, it's a war zone. Chicago, it's a war zone. Hakeem, Mr. Rivera, we on the same page. I don't care how tough the police is. We want it to be safe. And a lot of people, and I tell people, don't complain if you're not willing to snitch or make sure it's safe for the women and kids that come on it. We worrying about all this other stuff. Women can't go outside without being accosted or shot. If 8 teenagers getting shot, that's not safe. That's not going to happen here in Florida. If a gun go off, they looking for you here. They're looking for you. We're not playing that. It's not like it used to be in the 90s. You got switches here, you got AKs. We're going to find you. You can't do that in Aventura. You can't do that in the Westends. You can't do that in South. You can't even do that in Coral Gables. Let's get that straight. University of Miami, they stopping everybody. You going down 79th Street, you passing and you go to that little stretch where the bridge is at, police is pulling you over. They pay for that. I love it. I done been pulled over 6 times and they let me right go. I ain't riding around with no pistols. I say, I'm just going to the beach. License and registration. And listen, I should expect it. I'm in a thug-looking car. But when they see, and they see that my badge that's on there, oh, we know this guy. Go ahead. But a lot of you guys riding 4-6 deep, you got to expect to be checked. Because a lot of your friends who look like you are causing problems. I don't even let my mama go to certain stores if I'm not there. If we go in a certain neighborhood, she likes to go shop where the cheap. We gotta go. I said, let me take you. They don't know how to act over there. This is why people want to pay to move to other places to be. I don't blame them. This is why women pay extra money. If they live alone, they pay extra money to live in certain places. They have to be safe. We can't complain about what to put. No, we need law and order. I need a dictator. I need a police chief who's going to come in and say, we catch you with a pistol, you're doing 50. Listen, whenever I got in trouble, I deserved it. I'm an older man. I got nieces and nephews. I got babies. You don't think I tell my nephews to cut their hair and say, hey, when the police stop you, you say stop and yes, sir. We've been riding around here every day. We ain't never got no problem. We not riding 4 deep, 6 deep in the car. Out the window. Let's ride. Slide. Doing donuts. I tell my nephew that this. I say, if you ain't in the female with a car, you with 3 dudes, I'm taking you out the whip. So let's start thinking about this. Philadelphia is just a microcosm of everything that's going on. California, Montgomery, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, for God's sakes. New York City. Who wants to go there now? I used to love going there to get a Brooklyn slice pizza. I'm not going over there. It's not safe. Nor would I bring my family over there for. Go ahead, brother.
Man, Kim, you in your bag, man. But I'm gonna go in this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go in this type of direction. This is actually Meek Mill's fault. Meek Mill's fault, and anybody that do music in Philadelphia. Them little kids are listening to your music. If you talking about gang
yeah.
banging, fighting, and let's meet up, let's creep on. That stuff what happened. It's a fruition of what you speaking out there, pretty much in the atmosphere. Now, a lot of people say music is not to blame. I say music is to blame because remember, kids are that's what they're listening to. They're watching music videos, they listen to the lyrics, they listen to the music, and they see, okay, this person's beefing, they got quote unquote ops. So how the best way to attack they ops? By smoking them. So that's what them little kids are doing now. They go on the bus stop and they smoking each other. Is a prime example of the type of music they are listening to. Majority of the time they listen to drill music, they listen to these hip hop artists that's out today, and they pretty much manifesting whatever is pretty much being portrayed in these music videos. Now we already know majority of the time because even Future said he said sometimes we doing this. All this is an act. It's not real. We just doing it for show. However, it is real because the kids are taking it in and they're doing exactly what you're saying in the music. Go ahead, I can't dive in.
Listen, you see how I'm looking? This how they walking around. Shouldn't I go to prison?
Of course, yeah. You're looking for trouble.
What you doing walking around looking like this? Like
Yeah, that's
I say,
crazy.
hey, what's wrong with buddy? Why you got a mask on? It's daylight.
Yeah, daylight time. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm trying to say? They just caught a young dude the other day. He had the mask on with a sweater, and the guy say, hey, they say you got a pistol. Police up the pistol on him. I say, gun him down then. When they found he had a pistol on him. What you doing around here looking like this? You look like a robber.
Or a ninja.
Uh, so you're right. So listen, let's not be emotional. Your mama can get robbed.
Yes.
Your sister can get robbed. This and that. And I think in Rivera, we got to highlight this. What you put out in the world is what you get. It's a fact.
It's a fact. Music are being consumed every day. Everybody
Every
in their car listen to music. Everybody.
every day.
Every
And
day. What else, Josh W?
Josh,
Yeah. What up,
so
Josh W? Yes.
so when I think about this, I think about my mother. I think about other people's mothers. I think about other people's sisters. I think about other people's sons. And I try to tell these kids, everything is perception.
Yes.
The way Rivera just said, the way you present yourself is the way. If you are the image of things that are people are doing bad things, police going to stop you. If you're in the type of cars that's going to do, they just make it bad for everybody. A lot of y'all want to drive Dodge Chargers and Scat Packs. A lot of y'all are doing shootouts and doing donuts. What you think they're going to do? If your car looked like the guy who did the donut in Miami Beach and then drove off, they're going to stop you.
Shout out to you, lovely Sherry Bryan's in the building.
Shout out.
Also, Bobby Bryan is in the building. No,
You,
but look, Sherry Bryan agrees with you. Yes, because it makes someone feel uncomfortable knowing someone have a ski mask and
yeah,
you in the bank.
you like this. And they say, they're racially profiling me. You got a ski mask on.
Fool.
You wearing a hoodie. They just robbed a couple dudes looking like this.
No, in the bank you can't do that. You coming in with a ski mask, bro? They're gonna ask you to leave. You can't
Listen, and here's the thing. I had this for prop. My nephew could tell you when Kodak, this is why I go back to what you say. People, they presenting this stuff, these rappers presenting this stuff, they do. And this is how I know music was so powerful. And even me doing music, I had to rethink the type of music I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Kodak, when Kodak came out, he had the Sniper Gang ski mask.
Yeah, he did.
Listen, my nephew had bought 3 of them, came here, shook us up in the house. I said, Lord Jesus. I said, he gonna get shot. I took everything and I burnt them. I say, I'd rather you be a whole ass nigga before you look like no thug. Thank you.
Thank you, Shay Brian.
When she talk like that, I'm ready to spin a bag.
No, but you speaking the truth. Like even my dad, if I would have like if I ever come to like my parents' house and then come with a ski man, my dad no.
Listen, they shook this up. Listen, when he
That's
came
crazy.
in there, they shook this up. I say, bro, what you doing? He say, nah, this is how the young dudes. I say, I don't want you to be like them. I say, police, you bound to get shot. I ride around with the windows down feeling confident. Ride by police every day, feel like what? Listen, I don't look like no gangster. Perception is everything. Perception is everything. The way you present yourself is everything. And this is why when you get older, and this is why a lot of these young guys will get it when they get older. So the thing is, I feel bad for this, but I want to live in a safe city. I'm gonna pay to stay in a nice neighborhood away from the crime. When you raising kids, and this is another thing a lot of people don't understand. When you raising kids, you have a different perception. You want your kids to feel safe. We don't care about culture then. Culture don't mean nothing when it's the safety of family and kids. Oh, I
Yeah.
want to go live in a black area to feel more cultural. No, if it's not safe there, why live there? Oh, I want to go live in Seminole, in the projects by my people. If it's not, why go live there? Or I'm gonna live in Attapata, or I'm gonna go live in here, I'm gonna go live there. If it's not, once you have kids, your perception of life has changed. You say, hey, I want my kids to be raised around healthy individuals and this and that. Poverty begots all of this. And some things we might need to work from a policy level to help mitigate some things. But then there's things that are individual. Your next door neighbor's son got a pistol, snitch. Or no, listen, I'm a tough snitch. I'm not scared to die. And I'm calling police and I'm willing to go testify and still go to the coffee shop. Cause I don't mind doing this. Cause I rat on, like, I want safety. My mama walked to the corner store. I don't want nobody spraying spraying the block down. And when I know old Haitian and Spanish ladies going to the store for Cuban bread, we not doing none of that.
Jordan heard him say that if you're a good parent, your children's safety and environment should be your priority. Fact.
Priority. So what you think, Jordan Hunter, you say this to the point. What you and listen, we can preface this, and we can preface Jordan Hunter. We can preface this. I want to use Boston as an example. When safety is a thing and people get money in Boston, they do typical things. Dorchester, Roxbury, Mattapan, Columbia Point, these are areas that are dangerous. Geneva, Bowden Street, Interville, Castlegate. I know what I'm talking about. I've been to these places. And Blue Hill Avenue. That's where certain going by American Legion, going down to by Grove Hall and stuff. And then there's a certain part where the prostitutes walk at. Why would you want to put your kids in those type of situations? A lot of these people, when they get money, they move to Milton. They move to Methuen. They move to these places, Woburn, Stoneham. You know what I mean? To have friends that are doing something. It's the same thing here. If I get a little money and I start having kids, hell yeah, I'm moving to Aventura or Coral Gables, where they're gonna go to a school where Mikey ain't around here. Well, I got the blick on me. Y'all want to see? We didn't have no choice. Me and him, we didn't have no choice. I went to a school. First time I seen a gun was in school. My homeboy said, "Hey, I got a 22. Let me show you how to cock it back." That was in school. That was in school. That was in school. I learned that. I can't blame my parents for that. They did the best that they can, but as me having the education now, I'm going to do better.